Hello everyone, and welcome to another yearly channel update video. I am Older Bro.
And I'm Younger Bro.
And today, we return with more channel updates, as we promised last year, and as we shall do every year.
Until the day we die, on April 1st, because that's when we consider our channel anniversary.
Yeah. The channel began on some random day that we do not remember, even though I have it written down, but for us, it is always going to be April 1st, so that we can bring one small bit of truth to April 1st. Stop lying to people on April 1st. Give them update videos that matter.
And here's what matters. So, as usual, we have a new catalog, and it's, well, the Year 5 catalog, but we also updated the Year 4 catalog. So, it's been updated to sort of the new style. It's still a little bit an old style. We decided not to change it. And so we just have the new style for Year 5 catalog, and we'll keep in this style probably going forward unless we want to make it look different again.
Yeah, guys, I told Younger Bro that I did not feel it was necessary that he goes back and redoes the previous year catalogs every single year for the rest of time. But as with many things that I tell Younger Bro, he does not listen and does it anyways. So here we are.
It didn't hurt anything to do it.
It didn't hurt to do it, but that doesn't mean that you needed to do it.
Anyways, so, we haven't explained too much about catalog stuff. So, we're just going to say anything labeled in progress from a previous year's update catalog will be put onto the next year's catalog. So we've moved over a couple things that were still in process from the Year 4 catalog to the Year 5 catalog.
We are slow as shit.
Or we removed them or something. Just pretty much there's nothing in progress on the Year 4 catalog anymore. And we also have a new thing. So anything labeled revoked means we basically had something we were doing and decided to discontinue doing that thing. A good example is shiny hunting. We have a revoked statement on the Year 4 catalog. Basically, we would change methods with every shiny Pokemon. What we're specifically saying is, say if I'm shiny hunting Gossifleur, and after 5 streams of wild hunting it, I change it to an egg hunt instead. We decided we're not doing that. We want one wild hunt, and we want one egg hunt. So, if I change Gossifleur to an egg hunt, it will just be the next egg hunt after the current egg hunt. So, if I was getting Sobble at the time, I would have to get all the Sobble line, then the next egg hunt would be Gossifleur.
So what that probably means is the Younger Bro will never change them into egg hunts unless he absolutely needs to.
So, we will never have 2 egg hunts at once in Sword and Shield, ever.
It bores Younger Bro, and he fears it would also bore you.
Yes. I hate egg hunting if I haven't bluntly said it enough.
He has.
Okay, guys, so there's actually some social media changes.
By some definition of social media.
So, the Crimson Ghost channel, this was the channel that I started my YouTube career in, and it was and still kind of is an extension of Two Bros Game Night. Well, I'm pretty much cutting it as an extension, even though it still is. It's still up. I'm not getting rid of it. It is staying up. That way people can still find me, like my friends, because that's one of the only ways they can find me. Anyways, so I had a lot of private content on that channel, and the plan was to unprivate all that content after I've looked through the videos, make sure my name wasn't said, make sure my face wasn't shown. Well, I just decided that all the content on that channel, if it looked terrible, if it was recorded terribly, I'd delete it. If it was recorded fine, I have decided that I am taking those videos and distributing them among my Younger Bro channel and Two Bros Game Night. So, a couple of the videos, like, say, PUBG, I had a couple good PUBG videos. Well, since we already have PUBG on Two Bros Game Night, The videos that are PUBG from my Crimson Ghost channel are going to my younger bro channel. So they won't appear on Two Bros Game Night, but some other series will, like Pocket Evolution. That is a delisted game that both me and older bro enjoyed heavily. I had a couple of videos that I can re-edit and put up on Two Bros Game Night. And since it's a game we can't play anymore because it's gone, might as well show it off, right? So, hope you're excited for that. But anyways, what I did with the Crimson Ghost channel, my final thing I had to do was I had to release one final video again for like the 5th time.
God damn it, man. Would you make a final video and make it the final video? Just say 100% actually for real this time, final, never again.
This is it. It is the only video that is only going to appear on that channel. That's it. Nothing else. Never again.
Expect in future years, guys, for him to put revoked on this line in the document where he eventually puts another video on that channel.
I don't even use it to watch other videos anymore, so I am fully integrated in my younger bro channel. I treat my younger bro channel as my Crimson Ghost channel. But again, I've only decided to keep Crimson Ghost for my friends. That's it.
And once his friends finally start watching him on something else, he might destroy that channel too.
Yeah, Blue was actually the first person I told about this content because the thing that drove us apart the first time was that I privated all my content, and I told him I kept it, I didn't delete it, and then he started to delete his channel because he thought I was deleting mine.
Yeah.
Now it sort of is.
Sort of.
But anyway, I don't think he's upset about it anymore, but I'm not sure. I've invited him to several games, but he's still yet to appear.
Yep.
But anyway, so now let's talk about some other things. So, quotive. I've mentioned this on several videos before, and now I can finally say what is happening with our quotives. 2 of them. Because I got a younger bro quotive, and I have a Two Bros Game Night quotive. And I have already begun production on a series that I'm doing on my younger bro quotive. So before I get into that, I have decided what each quotive is going to be for. My quotive for my younger bro account is going to be my new and unique stories. And the Two Bros Game Night account is going to be for my fan fictions. Older bro thought this should be reversed, and I kind of agreed with him. The one issue is there's a certain someone on my younger bro quotive who I don't want to know that I enjoy MLP. And I was going to write a fan fiction of MLP on Two Bros Game Night.
So, guys, you might not have remembered this note that I made quite a while ago. In a series like maybe 6 months ago, there was an offhanded comment I made about how younger bro loves to lie to people. And it can definitely lie about certain things. This was the thing that I called everyone out on and said, hey, can you figure out what he's been lying about for 2.5 years?
But anyway, yes, I enjoy MLP enough to where I want to make a fan fiction of it.
It's also why the Goomba is blushing on the cover of all those games, because that was the joke.
But I do want to make clear that that game was not my favorite game.
Well, no, obviously not.
But it was still a decent game. Like, it was definitely a decent kids game. I can see kids enjoying it. But anyways, so the purposes of each quota would have been reversed if not for that. So anyways, I just want to announce on my Younger Bro channel that, for quotive, that I have finally began production on a new series. And I dubbed this production, I Woke Up in a Different Dimension.
Because
Volume 1.
Not even Younger Bro could avoid the tantalizing ideas of an isekai.
So, guys, I have pretty much a few chapters on it. I have a direction of where the series is going to go. In fact, I already have the next name for Volume 2, but I'm not disclosing the names of each volume just yet, not until it's public. I'm hopeful to be done with Volume 1 some point this year. Best I can give you is maybe the end of the year, depending on how things go.
As with all writing and creative projects, it's done whenever the fuck he can get it done.
I'm hung up on mobile series right now because 2 series that I have recorded ahead of time might have to get both delayed.
Mhm.
And I might have to record an additional 2 mobile series, which sucks. So, yeah, guys, whenever I get around to it, I will finish I Woke Up in a Different Dimension. Now, in regards to Two Bros Game Night Quotive, literally the next project after I Woke Up in a Different Dimension is going to be a Jurassic World fanfiction.
Because if there's anything that younger bro likes just as much as isekais, it'd be Jurassic World and Park and whatever the new one's gonna be.
So, I don't have a title for it yet, more or less. Actually, I kind of do, but I don't want to have it fully just yet. I want to make sure it's the title I want. But
it's gonna be something like Isla Nublar, a Jurassic World fanfiction or something. It just
No.
has a Jurassic World fanfiction in the title.
But regardless, I want to do a Jurassic World fan fiction as the first thing on the Two Bros Game Night Quotive. I don't really know what I want to do after that, but I want at least one project on each quotive account. That way you guys have something to read on our quotas, because they've been dead for the last year. Well, Younger Bro longer, but Two Bros Game Night has been on there for a year, and we haven't done anything with it.
I was gonna say, it can't be dead if it was never alive.
I'm just saying, guys, I'm planning to do things for Quotive when I get around to it. Anyway, that's me being excited that I can finally write some stuff.
Also with social media, guys, as with most things, Two Bros Game Night is very behind when it comes to, well, everything. I've said many times that we planned to be VTubers before VTubers are a thing, and we're still not VTubers. We planned to do a D&D podcast video series before those were a thing, and we still haven't done that either. I am always about 15 steps behind everyone else, but I have the idea 3 steps ahead of everyone. In this same vein, we're going to be adding at least one social media this year. I have not yet created it, so it's possible that this will not have happened by the time this video comes out.
It's on the verge of being creative.
Yeah, so yeah, we're going to be adding Mastodon as a social media, potentially. So if you guys know how that works, good for you, because I have no clue. We're going to be trying to add that just in case, social media things start to fall apart or continue to fall apart.
Yeah.
We'll see.
By the way, guys, also talking about social media real quick as a extra thing, I don't think we'll ever make a Snapchat. I just don't see the point in making one, because I think that's just for taking selfies, right? It's nothing
it's not
else.
just for taking selfies, but it's like, we don't do... Honestly, I'm surprised we even have an Instagram. Like, it's not really...
Well, I knew how Instagram worked, and so I was confident enough to where we could make one and just...
I think Snapchat's basically the same thing as Instagram.
But I don't know.
But
so, okay, tell you what, guys. I will look into Snapchat, because I guess I still don't know enough about it yet. So maybe we'll do Snapchat as well. Yeah. Maybe. If we do, I'll add it to this document.
Anyways, enough talking about social media. So, normally, guys, every year I have done a new Goomba design. This year, I am not doing a new Goomba design.
Yeah, we have a new design in the works. We just don't have it finalized, and we don't think we're going to get to it this year.
Yeah, not in the next 2 weeks. Hell no. But that's okay. I don't make the Goombas every single year because we need to have a new one every single year.
There will get to a point where we have them finalized and probably won't change them.
Yeah, I update the Goombas as I am inspired to improve the designs. And right now, the designs are at a point where I am less inspired to fix them because they're not currently that broken. There is other artwork on the channel I am more inspired to fix.
Yes.
But this is not it. So, for this year, we do not have new Goomba designs. Next year, we'll see. Maybe I'll be inspired enough to finish those. Also, guys, this year we have the new end credits song, which is something we do have to do every year.
Yes.
So, this year's song is Next Steps by Half.Cool. I'm assuming that's how you're supposed to pronounce that name.
Half-Cool.
I'm not sure.
All right. Other regards to end credits. So, we have a new end credit layout. And we have adjusted literally the entire channel to fit this new layout. So with this new layout, we are now including 4 links to everything rather than the 3 we've been doing. Well, we've done 3 on Let's Plays and 4 on streams. Anyway, we're just adjusting everything to have 4.
I would like to make clear, guys, that I specifically told Younger Bro that it was a bad idea to attempt to do this to any videos before the ones that we normally update every year. I specifically said he should not do that, and he did it anyways, because Younger Bro is not capable of listening to advice.
I only did it because there were a lot of series that didn't even have iCards. And that's another thing we updated as well. We added iCards to every series, including streams. For whatever reason, we just weren't putting iCards in streams. We fixed that as well. But anyway, guys, all of our old series up to now have iCards, and the end credits have been updated to fit the new layout. So all streams going forward will now have end credits similar to Let's Plays and mobile series. We started that with Karawa Shoujo, I think, and then moved it to Fire Emblem and Shiny Hunts. It was amazing. It was just an idea I came up with, sort of. I think Older Bro had a better idea of what we were doing than I did.
In effect, Younger Bro's concept was to make the offline screen look better. My response was, are you sure you want that, or do you just want me to put an end credits in it?
Yeah, so we managed to give streams end credits, and the only issue we have is we have to literally cut out the ending banner, our Two Bros Game Night offline banner. We have to cut it out of the video just to import end credits from previous videos.
Yeah, we could always do it where we don't do that and we just manually place them every single time, but that's
more of a hassle. So there will be times where you don't see end credit links for newer series. It's because it's still in process due to YouTube's long ass processing.
It can take several days sometimes.
Yeah,
especially on Shiny Hunting streams.
Especially Shiny Hunting. It took Shiny Hunting 2 days.
Yeah, I mean, it is a 3-hour stream.
And 3 houses usually takes all day.
Yeah.
I've had 3 houses only once take all day and all night.
Yep. This does also mean, guys, that we're having to do a lot better job of making sure the stream goes up the night before, because if we don't, then it doesn't process.
Okay. So, other end credit news. So, while I was fixing the end credits, I noticed on some of the streams that the goddamn Twitch banner thing was on some of them. So, I have removed all of them up to a point. I probably haven't removed any new ones that have been recently added, but all of the old streams, any of them before 2023, gone.
Just to be clear, Younger Bro's not talking about the offline banner, which he also removed.
No,
as
this
part of
is
the
like
step.
an extra banner that Twitch adds sometimes.
This is like the Justin TV / Twitch TV, like, disconnected stream offline banner that they have. It's like a custom banner that's put on occasionally, and we're not exactly sure what causes it, but we removed it.
It's all gone, and I thought Older Bro did that. I thought he already removed all of them
no.
last year.
Nope.
No.
That was not a thing that was even on our list to do.
In addition to the Twitch banners, while I was working on the end credits, I noticed something else. Some of our Let's Plays have something similar, except it is literally just a black screen.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's caused by, like, the end credits being fucked up somehow when they're exported.
But no, it's not. It's after the end credits.
Yeah, but for some reason, sometimes when you add the end credits, sometimes it'll create a weird file, and when you export the video, when you upload it to YouTube, it'll just do that.
But yeah, there's no audio on it. There's nothing. It's just a black background, just a black screen. So, all of the videos that I noticed this on, that black background has also been removed. It's gone. There actually wasn't as many as the Twitch banner, but the ones I've noticed, fixed, gone. Alright, so I think that's enough about end credits.
Yes, it really is. We've had way too much stuff about these end credits. This year has been a huge change for end credits, because Not only did we do all the stuff we just talked about, while we changed the end credits from 3 to 4, we also re-standardized all of the end credits. So every single Let's Play has the same type of end credits across the board, and every single stream has the same type of end credits across the board.
Yeah.
So we have done way too much with the end credits this year to even be able to describe to you what all we did.
Like, the reason I wanted to fix them and keep them the way they are is because I don't want to get to the point where we are ignoring broken playlist links. I've noticed it in a lot of, like, high-level YouTubers that they don't go back and fix these links. I don't want to be them.
Yeah. Younger Bro and I care way more about this channel than any of you do, and we care more than we should. We will we last
go
year
above and
dropped
beyond
everything and just said, screw it, we're going back to every single video and reworking everything. And I mean everything. We changed every single thumbnail on the entire channel.
Yes.
Yeah,
We love this channel.
that's like 3,000 videos worth of images. It sucks. We care way too much. We should not care this much. So, never think we do not try very hard for you and for us. Mostly for us.
So, we've talked about this in our streams. We are assigning each other series, even though we've kind of already done that. We now pretty much have scheduled this on our games list. We have officially assigned ourselves certain series. The example I gave was Metroid, but I'm going to be playing a couple Metroid games,
yeah,
so it was kind of a bad example.
Yeah,
but
this example is not... The examples aren't perfect because a lot of these games have exceptions or have certain rules to them, such as Fire Emblem being any games pre-Three Houses or post-Three Houses, or some other exceptions, like main series versus side series.
Yeah.
It's a bit weird.
The example I gave was Older Bro does all Metroid and I do all Halo, which would technically be correct. But
yeah, it's more or less correct, but there's a few exceptions.
Yeah. So some games vary, some series vary. Like Older Bro doing Asphalt and I do Burnout, but he doesn't want to do Asphalt all that much.
I mean, I'm fine doing Asphalt. It's just I don't give that much of a crap about those games anymore. Like, I played them when I was a kid, and they were just like, they're fine.
So, other news, this is probably a little bit of a big one that we wanted to mention. We just haven't addressed yet. Over the course of time, you may have noticed, some of you, that we have dropped a certain clip. And that clip is the Daisy background, one song break later. What we would usually do is we would reference the song and then place the song within a few seconds after we've referenced it, just to show you what song that was.
Yeah. But for many reasons that you could probably assume just off the top of your head, we're not doing that anymore because that's a bad idea.
We have had several copyright issues due to this.
Yeah, I've had to re-edit many of Younger Bro's videos just due to those. And I have an entire file of songs that are just like, don't ever use these again. And pretty much with this, I'm blacklisting all of them. If we ever bring this clip back, it will probably be with a dedicated song behind it that's just referencing the fact that we went off for 15 minutes and sang a song. And that's the whole bit.
Yeah, so we're not dropping the clip just yet.
It needs reworked. So the clip is going away until it is reworked. Yeah. And then it may come back. We also have a problem with a lot of clips that we honestly just need to rework our entire clips library entirely. But
yeah, my clip library is different than yours.
It really is, but we need to standardize the clip library somehow. But that's neither today nor this year. That's going to be a long time from now.
All right, so a bigger thing that happened this year was holiday specials will now have similar themed games played around the same time as, well, the special. And we have dubbed these adjacents. So these
not the adjunctants that Younger Bro kept saying, and I kept trying to tell him was wrong.
It's adjacents. Adjacents, sorry.
He has written it down many times.
So, these adjacents, what we mean by similar themed games is they are games that we don't want to do as a holiday special, but we want to play around, say, Halloween. Say I do a Halloween special for Resident Evil, and I want to play Left 4 Dead at the same time. Perfect. But we need to specifically talk about how we're doing Christmas.
Yeah, there's a few holidays that are obviously Halloween and Valentine's Day are very simple to talk about because you have Christmas themed games or winter themed games for Christmas.
Yeah.
That one would make sense, except there aren't a lot of those. It's not like Valentine's Day where there's 70 trillion visual novels that you can just play alongside the Valentine's Day special, or 50 trillion horror games you can play alongside the other horror game you're playing. Christmas does not work that way.
Yeah, so how we have defined Christmas, it is our popular series. So we will probably play like a new Dragon Ball game around that time. We'll play a new Mario game. We'll do a new Sly. Those kinds of games.
Yeah, it's a present to us. Now, for the actual special, we are still going to try our very hardest to find games that are Christmas and winter themed and fit the season, but that's going to be hard.
However, this will probably end at some point, and it's just going to have to be the same as an adjacent.
We will continue it for as long as it is possible to do so.
So, sorry, Christmas, that's just what we have to do.
Yeah.
Like, we don't want to just drop everything and play, like, a knockoff Santa Claus game that no one knows about. Plus, we don't even know if we'll be interested in it.
Yeah, it's very hard to find games related to Christmas. So, if you guys have any suggestions of holiday-themed games, specifically Christmas, please tell us if there are any Christmas-themed games or winter related games.
The only other games I could maybe think of is like Winter Olympic games, which exist. I know they do.
Yeah.
Like skiing games.
So I guess we could do stuff like that. But yeah, it's very difficult. We also technically have St. Patrick's Day, but I wholly expect that to be a 1 or 2 game thing and never done again.
Yeah, St. Patrick's is going to be rare.
Yeah, I had one single game that I planned to do last year for St. Patrick's Day, and then I missed St. Patrick's Day. So, this is the one game I've got, and its sequel, whenever it comes out, that's the only other game I've got. So, if you guys have any games that are alcohol-themed, like bartender-themed, something that could fit with St. Patrick's Day, also let us know about those. So, that was all very general things, but let's go on to some very specific things. So, one of the big things we've changed, and it's not even really a change, a lot of the stuff in here isn't even a change that we've started making this year. It's more just stuff that we've talked about in passing.
And we've never really addressed it or mentioned to you how it works.
So basically on our channel, we have 4 different kinds of video series that we do at any given time. This is not talking
about anime or Pokemon cards.
This is just our games. So we obviously have our Let's Plays. We obviously have our streams. And if any of you watch Younger Bros mobile games, you know that those are also a series that we do.
Yes.
We also have our bite-sized games, which we do count as different than normal Let's Plays. Basically, how we break it down is, we start out by assuming that a Let's Play is going to be 30 minutes long, and a stream is going to be an hour long. For our bite-sized games, they are defined as any series that has 5 or less episodes, or specifically 2.5 hours or less.
Yeah, so if one of these is exceeded, like it's a 2.5 hour game, but it has 5 episodes, it still might get its own playlist.
Yeah, we tend to make them full Let's Plays if they go over time, not if they go over episodes. Yes. We've never had a situation where we've had a game be like 8 episodes and be under 2.5 hours, and I don't expect we'll ever have that happen.
Yeah, Rampage is a good example. Rampage went over time, but not over episodes, but it still got its own playlist.
Exactly. Time to us is more important than the number of episodes. For our Let's Plays, that's any series that goes up to 15 hours, usually. And those are 30-minute episodes. However, you might have noticed that we occasionally have a series that is more than 30 minutes. Which would be things like Doki Doki Blue Skies and other visual novels. Most of that stuff's going to go away because those games are being turned into streams because they're over time. But in certain situations, if we have like a 15 to 20 hour game, we might make it a Let's Play, and we might make the episodes 40 minutes long.
Yeah, Karawa Shoujo was the test. Karawa Shoujo we made it a stream to test out if we were fine with streaming visual novels, and so far, it has gone well.
Yeah, so far it's worked fine. So in general, we're probably going to have most of our very long visual novels be streams. But in the off chance we get a game that's 15 to 20 hours, we can kind of decide where we want it to go. We can make it a stream and make it an hour long, and it's going to be a kind of short stream.
Yeah, in Blue Sky's case, we decided to max it out immediately because we knew how long the series was going to be.
Yeah, when it comes to Let's Plays, there is no concept of upgrading the time. It just is 30 minutes or it is 40 minutes. With streams, that's not exactly the case. So for streams, if the series is 40 hours or less, it starts out at an hour. If it's 40 to 60 hours, it starts out at 1.5 hours from episode 1. And if it's 60 or more hours, we're just starting it at 2 hours to begin with.
Yeah, we have had a few series that have started out immediately at 2 hours.
Yeah. So to be clear, that does not mean we are doing away with our concept of after 30 episodes increasing the time. But it does mean that we are not increasing the time past 2 hours. So if a series starts at 2 hours, it does not increase in time. It's already 2 hours. Any other stream series, if it's not starting at 2 hours, at 30 episodes, it becomes 2 hours. And then the only other games we have are our mobile games, and those are kind of weird.
Toss.
Yeah, they're a toss-up.
So, okay, guys, with mobile specifically, with certain games, I generally do it 30 minutes. If it's a 10-episode series, I do it an hour to 2 hours if it's a 30-episode series. Because there are some games that are longer than other games. Like, for instance, PUBG. PUBG is a 10-episode series, but it doesn't need to go longer than an hour. In fact, I can't record longer than an hour because I get stupid pop-ups on my phone saying my phone's overheating.
Because it's overheating.
And I can't get that to go away. I've tried.
Nope, it's a security feature in your phone that's there for your phone and your body's safety.
So I have to give my phone a break after just one episode. So 10-episode series, 30 minutes. But in Jurassic World, the game's case, you can do so much stuff. In fact, you can do so much that I think I could do 2 hours for Jurassic World alone because I can just keep playing PvP over and over and over. I don't want to do that because I hate PvP in all games. So here's how I'm doing it. I am having longer series similarly in a mindset of streams where I will increase it to 2 hours max if the game goes on for too long.
Yeah, Younger Bros Mobile series, guys, is a very strange series to begin with. Because, like, our bite-sized series are not really a different series. We just have one playlist for bite-sized games because they're very short games.
Yeah, we've never really said how we define a bite-sized series.
But they're just a Let's Play. At the end of the day, they are a Let's Play. Mobile series, though,
are both a Let's Play and a stream.
Yeah, they are Let's Plays and streams that I am not there for. That's kind of the whole point of them. They are a solo series.
Yeah, in a way, it's me bringing my Crimson channel into Two Bros Game Night because I turned my Crimson channel by the end of its days to a mobile series only channel.
Yeah. So at some point, how we handle mobile series might drastically change. But for now, that's how we have it, where it's you have 10 episodes or 30 episodes, and it's 30 minutes or 1 to 2 hours.
But guys, probably the only thing we would change for mobile is if we are in full time, and that way I can get Older Bro into some mobile games. But as it stands right now, it's just gonna stay how it is.
Yeah,
we will never restart a mobile series unless something bad happens.
Unless the mobile series starts having HD remasters.
I doubt that.
Yeah. The other thing that we haven't really announced that much, but we have mentioned offhand a couple times, is that we no longer are doing the concept where at 40 episodes, we do an entire week of a single game. This is mostly just due to the fact that we get very tired of playing a game for long periods of time a lot of times, and the audience can too. We don't want to be in the situation where somebody is watching for my streams, and then Younger Bro does a week of his game, and you don't get to watch my streams because Younger Bro's taking all the time.
Yeah, we've actually only done this for 2 series. Xenoverse, and the first one was Coliseum.
Yeah, Coliseum was also a very weird situation, though. There's a few games on our channel, guys, that were vastly different concepts than the rest of our channel, and they were not us experimenting with things. We are not that forward-thinking. They were just terribly handled. Colosseum was one of them. Celeste is one of
Yes.
them. So, yeah, that concept has long since disappeared from the channel.
Yeah,
It
it's
does
gone.
not exist.
Destroyed. Gone.
So-
Never doing it again.
Nope. However, we do have a replacement that we've sort of been doing in the background, but not talked much about.
Okay, guys. So, we are now going to have Series B seasons. Because we define these games as series, and we do get tired of them. Like Dragon Ball Fusions, I needed a break from that series.
Thank God.
Thank God I completed it before we went to seasons. But yes, we have sort of just now started to make series into multiple seasons, like mobile. Mobile was already had the seasonal concept, and I was like, you know what? Let's integrate that in Let's Plays and streams as well.
Exactly.
So, if a game goes on for too long, we will make the game into multiple seasons. And we have defined this for each series. Mobile, you pretty much already know. After 10 episodes or 30 episodes, depending on what kind of game it is, I will start a new season for it. Now, for Let's Plays is a little bit of a gray area. We are technically considering it also 50 episodes similar to streams, because we have streams going to a new season every 50 episodes. We're doing this concept with Let's Play as well, same number of episodes, but it's rarely ever going to get a new season.
Yeah, especially once we started doing How Long to Beat, we kind of eliminated the concept of seasons from being normally possible, because we just naturally say if a game is more than 20 hours, we never do it as a Let's Play. And at 30 minutes an episode, 20 hours would be 40 episodes. So, in theory, it should be almost impossible for us to have a Let's Play series that has even 45 episodes.
Like, I think the only series that could even get there would be series we want 100%.
Yeah, it has to be a series that we are specifically 100%ing, and that the time is below 20 hours for 100%, and we're bad at it. Or a game that we're forcibly putting into Let's Play for other reasons. So, for example, we have Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess,
Yes.
which was like 74 episodes or something.
5.
Yeah, that's before we had How Long to Beat. It was a poorly scheduled series. We have, at least I think we've done a lot better since then. I haven't kept track of the newer
We started
series.
doing it at Danganronpa.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I haven't kept track very well of new series per year and how long they are to
Yeah.
keep track of if we've gotten better at predicting.
I think we've gotten a little better.
I feel like we have. So, Let's Plays, while they have a cap of 50 episodes, do not ever expect us to implement that, because it should never, ever come up.
It shouldn't happen, really. Alright, let's go back to talk about mobile series a little bit. So, there are some mobile series that were also handled poorly, like Pocket Ponies and Pokemon Go, but not recording-wise. Yes, Pocket Ponies was recorded back, and then I need to re-record it maybe, but it's our most viewed series, so I can't touch it.
Younger Bro is literally banned from editing that series any further. We have already changed the thumbnails on that series, and that was farther than I wanted to go. We are not touching another damn thing on that series ever again.
So, I have announced that we are doing a second season for Pokemon Go, but on our channel, you'll notice that it's a 17-episode playlist.
You'll also notice that we completely redid and re-uploaded that entire series, so
Yeah.
none of the series even resembles the original videos.
So, Pokemon Go, since it has 17 videos in it, Season 2 that I've announced is going to be a 13-season series, because I view Pokemon Go as a 10-episode series. So, it stands to reason it should be at 20. But I didn't want to make
A
season
3-episode series.
a 3-episode season, so I'm going to make it to 30 episodes. So, it'll go a little longer than normal. This will happen for a couple series, especially MLP Magic Princess, which is going to be probably the longest season we'll ever have on any mobile series, and then never again.
And I want to make clear, guys, that this is not something that's specific to mobile series. This applies across the board. It's just that in theory, you should never see it happen to Let's Plays and streams, because again, Let's Plays should never have seasons, and streams, we hard cut at 50 anyways.
Yeah, so it shouldn't be uneven.
We do technically have that happening for
Evolution,
because we specifically cut that an episode short, so that'll be a 51 episode
But
second
literally,
season.
at the time, they didn't have any DLC, but they had announced the next DLC.
Yeah,
I just didn't do it day one.
Exactly. So technically, that kind of stuff could happen for a stream, but it should be very rare
that it
if it ever
stays
happens.
even, though.
Yeah, streams should almost always stay even. But yeah, as long as there is a second season, we will try to make the seasons even back out.
Okay, so enough about mobile series. Oh boy, let's talk about all the Shiny Hunt updates. So, the Shiny Pokemon list has been updated to be more understanding. So the list now only shows Pokemon that I am willing to trade and not willing to trade.
Yeah, it very clearly puts on the screen, these are Pokemon you can trade. These are Pokemon you can't. So that people will stop requesting.
Alright, now we're doing the A-Drive thing, which I really did not want to do.
I would like to point out, guys, that this was a... Very few things are from down on high enforced by me, and this is not one of them. Younger Bro is doing this of his own accord.
So, I think this is our best course of action. A-Drive, as far as I'm aware, A-Drive does not go back to a lot of older games and shiny hunts in them.
Yeah.
We are not doing that. So basically, every time a new main series game comes out, we will update to that game as soon as we can. So once I get the shiny charm.
Yep.
But we are still going to continue the older Shiny Hunt series. So Sword and Shield will continue to be Shiny Hunt until I declare it to be done. So, old Shiny Hunt series, instead of throwing them away and never coming back to them, I am putting them into the mobile slot until I finish it. And guys, this is probably really going to help our Shiny Hunt series, because we only get one of them a week. So, it will become pretty much a full real series once I move into a mobile slot. But we can just move it back into the podcast slot anytime we want. Alright, so, with that said, we are also adding something new to TCG. A headphone warning banner will be added at the start of every single video because I get overly excited. Yeah. But I don't know if we're going to put one on the Shiny Hunt stream specifically.
Yeah, because at that point, we just put it at the very beginning of every video, and that wouldn't make a lot of sense. It makes more sense for specifically TCG, because you're obviously going to be screaming in those videos.
I don't mind adding this banner to Shiny Hunts that are in the mobile series. I don't mind that.
Yeah, because that's an edited series. But anything we're doing live, that's not going to get...
So anything live, I don't think we need to do that.
No.
In fact, we could just generically tell you at the start of every Shiny Hunt series from now on, headphone warning.
Yeah, here's the warning. You're watching a Shiny Hunt with Younger Bro. You've already been warned by the fact you clicked on this video.
So, we're in process of making the headphone warning banner. We might get it done this year, but we haven't really decided on what's going to be on it yet or what we're doing.
Yeah, I would say that that's unlikely, but we'll see what we can do.
But it will happen at some point. Alright, the next thing. Now, we have had a couple votes on the channel, and we haven't really talked about this. So, any series that has a vote for it, whether it be Fossil Fighters Season 2 or Hatsune Miku Season 2, both of those were the votes, you guys have a week to vote on it. So, as soon as it's up, you guys have to vote within a week's time frame. Any vote that happens after that week will not be counted at all. Basically, those votes were you guys helping me decide if I want to do a Season 2 of Fossil Fighters and a Season 2 of Hatsune Miku. And from that week of voting, you have inspired me to do a Season 2 for both series. Now I want to do it.
Yeah. The reason Younger Bro is being very emphatic about this is because that I very much disagree on this point. We don't usually talk about things that Younger Bro and I disagree about because we kind of just figure it out off camera. For example, one of the things that Younger Bro originally did not want to do was he did not want to have multiple Shiny Hunt playlists, and he wanted every Shiny Hunt to be in the same playlist. We didn't really talk about the fact that it took like a month and a half of discussion and figuring out how to get it to a place where both of us could agree to it before we did that.
Yeah, so, now that we've decided on it, I think it was a good decision, really.
Yeah, but that was one of those things where we did not agree on it, and we were both not happy with that situation. And now we're at a place where we both agree on it. This is one of those things where I emphatically do not agree with Younger Bro about this, because my opinion is, if we're leaving it up to a vote, and we've not recorded the series yet, and people come in a month and a half later and say, I have no interest in this content, I didn't enjoy you doing it the first time, I think those opinions matter just as much as the people who said it in the first week. But for right now, we're doing it this way. We'll see if it changes in the future. I don't know. Younger Bro doesn't know. You don't know. So for right now, you have a week. If the votes don't happen in a week, I'm sorry. I've done everything I can.
All right, now this discussion. So we here at Two Bros Game Night love you guys suggesting series that you want to suggest to us. We encourage it.
Yeah, especially in this video earlier when we suggested that you please give us more suggestions.
We always tell you guys that we read all of our comments. We do. We at least read them.
We read every single comment and respond to way more than we probably should, but we respond to a lot and read all of them.
However, if you keep re-suggesting the series, especially after we have told you we have written it down several times, we will consider that you're spamming us.
Yeah. In a lot of situations, we understand that we do have younger viewers that are below 18. We assume that some of you probably are lying about the fact that you're over 13 and you're probably like an 8-year-old kid and do not understand that people have boundaries and that because you've suggested a game and they've said that you're going to do it but didn't upload the video the next day of you playing that game they suggested, that does not mean they are not going to do it. So we understand that not everyone gets that. Let us be clear, if we say we've written it down, we have written it down, and we will get to it. It may take 2 years. Mr. B right now is waiting on us playing Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time, and we have not gotten to either of those yet either. And he's been waiting for 1.5 years. So, it may take some time. But we will get to it.
Especially mobile series. Because, guys, I record mobile series months. In fact, with Jurassic World's case, years ahead of time.
Yeah.
And I upload them when I can.
Yeah, without giving any information about any of the series that you currently have backlogged, what right now is the oldest series we still have sitting in the hopper? We talking 6 months, a year?
About a year.
Yeah. So, sometimes these videos are recorded way, way, way in advance. So, if you make a suggestion, we might record it tomorrow. We will never record it tomorrow. But even if we did, you're not seeing it for 6 months to a year.
Maybe longer.
So,
depending.
Please understand
that we can't get to every series right away. We have a specific way of how we do things.
Yeah.
Like how we space out our series and why we talk about our list and moving up and down games. Like, that is us deciding when we want to play a certain series.
Exactly. Just like you have desires to watch things and you go off and watch different content because you're interested in that content right now, we do the same with the games we play. We want to space out the games so that we do not get tired and annoyed with the games.
But anyways, guys, so if you keep spamming, hey, play this game, play this game, play this game, you get 3 warnings.
I don't even know if 3 warnings, but you will get at most 3 warnings before we get very, very cross with you.
In fact, so cross that we ban you. So be careful. All right?
Yeah.
And we will do this per account because we know that there are spam people out there who make multiple accounts and do the same thing. In fact, we made this update due to one person who did that.
Yeah. We are not 100% sure you're the same person, but we are about 90% sure you're the same person. So, you know who you are. We have written down the game and have told you as much twice.
So, watch it. Anyways, regardless, let's actually talk about some happy things, like some game continuations that we may or may have not confirmed. So, I am continuing Doctor Who: The Edge of Time. I said I might not, but I'm going to go back and get all of the items. You find certain items throughout the level, and we're only missing like 3. So I'm like, you know what, I'll go back, get those 3, and be done with the series.
Yep.
So I have definitely announced that we are going back and playing Mega Mix. We're doing the Mega Mix Plus stuff that was added a couple months back. Sorry I can't get to it. We had Mirai DX, so we played that instead of going back to Mega Mix. But it is scheduled. It is coming up soon? Question mark. Okay. Now Xenoverse 2. Guys, even though we have said multiple times we're not bringing back Xenoverse 2, I can't stop playing Xenoverse 2.
I think that's patently untrue. We have mentioned multiple times that we were bringing back Xenoverse 2, but we've also mentioned many times we would really like you to release Xenoverse 3 already.
Okay, guys. So how have we defined Xenoverse 2 here? It's a stream series, but it's also going to become a mobile series. Technically, it is still in its season 1.
Sure.
Because it's a stream series that has not yet hit 50 episodes. So it's still in its season 1.
Yeah. But it's also one of those series that had multiple DLCs. One of the problems, by the way, guys, with our seasonal setup, having seasons for games assumes that we play them all at once and then stop playing them and then play them all at once again. But when you get games like Xenoverse 2, when you get games like
we don't know how
Evolution 2 that just releases DLC for months, and we play it and then stop for a month and a half and then play it again, the concept of a season breaks down.
Yeah, so Xenoverse 2, we've brought it back so many times. I don't know what season it's on. So I am just defining season 1 as first 50 episodes, okay? Until we hit 50, then we're on season 2.
Sure.
So, yes, Xenoverse 2 DLC is coming back, and also when they update it to DLC Pack 16, get Orange Piccolo and probably some new story content.
But after this, we won't bring it back again.
For a while, because I am moving Xenoverse 2 into the mobile series, or at least have a Xenoverse 2 mobile part, because I want to do all the parallel quests and all the raids as well. Not the event raids. I mean, I can do them if I wanted to. I can show them off. But I am doing the raids that you have to unlock. Like, they're level-based raids. So I'm doing all of those as well.
Yeah, we literally actually can't do those on stream, guys, because they require a decent internet connection, which we don't have.
And they require multiple people. So I actually have to have a team to help me with it. And so far, it's try hard. I don't have anybody else yet working on it. Okay, guys, so at the end of Season 1 of Flow Free, I announced that I'm bringing it back because I didn't finish that game. It kind of has an end, so...
I mean, you just run out of puzzles.
Yeah, eventually Flow Free will end. I said I was doing Season 2 Shell Shockers because I love Shell Shockers. If there was any game I would like to play professionally, it would be Shell Shockers. Very enjoyable PvP Call of Duty style game. In fact, I enjoy this more than Call of Duty. Now, Evolution 2, actual Season 2, because we were one episode off from ending Season 1. So, I'm counting when we bring back Evolution 2, the start of Season 2.
Yeah, it'll be a 51-episode season if for some goddamn reason we need to go that long.
The amount of stuff they added, it's going to be another 10 episodes.
Yeah, there's no possible way. But if it did, it would be 51 episodes.
So, Evolution 2 is coming back. I'm going to do the DLC. I know they're doing even more DLC after the DLC they just added for the black market, because I just found out today, actually. I've already said I'm doing Call of Duty Mobile Season 2, so that's coming back. Now, let's talk about National Park Girls.
That's a game that we'll bring back as soon as the game goddamn updates, just like we'll bring back Brand New Day just as soon as the game updates.
But we didn't include Brand New Day on this list because we don't know if it is.
Well, we also didn't include it on this list because technically this list is only for games that we did this year, and Brand New Day was last year.
Yeah.
So technically, that's not supposed to be on this list at all.
But if it were, we would treat Brand New Day similarly to National Park Girls.
Yep.
And going back to talking about Mirai DX, I'm confirming a Season 2 because we've upgraded our PC and the processing power is good enough to where it can run Project Mirai DX just fine. We have to adjust the settings a little bit for the game, but I can do it, and I'm happy that I can do it. I kind of said that if we get to the point where I can play Mirai DX perfectly, then I'd bring it back for the Season 2. We can now do it because we tested it. So I'm happy to announce Mirai DX is going to return. I'm confirming Gary's Mod Season 2 for now. This might get revoked because I might not have enough friends to play it, and I might also have to put it on hold because of situations with my PC. Because it wasn't running one of our mobile series that was upcoming. So I'm worried that it might not even be able to run Gary's Mod anymore. I don't know yet. Anyways, Jurassic World Aftermath is also going to return for Season 3, sort of. It's not really going to be Season 3, it's a continuation. It's a similar situation to Doctor Who The Edge of Time, where instead of just items, I'm finding plushies. That's right, I am going back through the entire game and finding every plush. And I'm going to enjoy that, because I can imagine how many times I'm going to die to the raptors because of it. And, of course, because of your voting, False Fighters Season 2 is coming, as well as Hatsune Miku Tap Wonder is also going to return for Season 2.
Thank you all for your great votes. I greatly appreciate the results of those votes, and definitely don't disagree with them entirely.
And we'll confirm Apex Season 2. It'll probably max out in Season 3, because me and my friends just can't get a win on it. Like, we have fun playing it, but when you just keep losing, it just stops being fun. Alright, now here's some touchy subjects. Here's a list of series where you are not continuing. So you guys already know the situation with the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. The reason I didn't want to continue the game or keep playing it is because I stopped having fun. The platforming was the problem with the game, and some issues with enemies. I'm done with SpongeBob SquarePants movie. It's probably not coming back. And here's the other series that we're technically not continuing, sort of. So this is Dream Girlfriend. You guys may have saw that we uploaded it to the channel. You probably didn't even watch it. I suggest you do it. If you guys like visual novel type stuff, I would recommend you play it. It's fun. It's really fun. But there's an issue with it, and it's the third time I've had this issue, and I'm just done with it. So, I had an account. We were starting off with my younger bro account that I made. It started out as my Crimson account, and then I renamed it because it's one of the few games where I could rename my profile just to be younger bro. So I'm like, yay, I can keep all my progress.
It's a miracle.
So, I was logged in through Facebook in that game, and I think they just discontinued that. The problem with that was you have a different save file depending on how you logged in. So if you logged in due to Google Play Games, that's a different profile. If you had an offline profile, that's a different profile. If you had a Facebook profile, that's a different profile. So since they discontinued one of those things, I didn't have a backup of my profile, and I couldn't log in. So I went through their customer support. They have helped me before in the past when this happened. They didn't do that this time. So because they were fuckheads, I am no longer going to be able to play Dream Girlfriend because I've just had too many problems with it. It breaks my heart that I can't continue this series because I love it. I really do. Technically, Dream Girlfriend is returning because I started to record Season 2 a little bit, but not very many episodes. So it's going to return and then stop.
And it will never be played again.
It hurts, guys.
So, talking about continuations, let's talk about anime for a bit. We have a lot of anime series that we watch. And just like with our games, we tend to try to space out our series. We have a very complicated schedule for our anime series. Just to pull aside the curtain and go behind the scenes a little bit. Me and Younger Bro start out by choosing about 10 to 15 different series that we really want to see
that year.
Exactly. So we'll start out with that list, and then I will sprinkle in a few other shows in order to space out the different types of shows. So in the background, we have a Google sheet that has 5 different sites worth of tags for every show that we have on our list. And our list has 138 shows on it, and we categorize every single series by 9 different categories of series. So, for example, we write down if the shows are action shows, if they're comedies, if they're fantasies, if they're romances, if they're isekais, if they're harems, so on and so forth. We have 9 different categories, and we sort to try our best to space out shows so that there will be a variety of different things for people to watch.
It is so much harder than spacing out games.
It is nearly impossible. For example, we had to completely ignore comedies because there are too many comedies.
Yeah.
So we just don't sort by comedy anymore. We just can't.
We have had to drop other tags too, but
yeah. So
comedy was the
we
big
want to
one.
be clear that unlike games, we very much space out all these to a huge degree, which means that a lot of shows do not have continuations that immediately show up. However, unlike games, we will pretty much always continue an anime. There are some exceptions for shows that go on for a shit ton too long, such as like Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Dragon Ball Z or whatever. Certain shows that are like shonen action shows have certain exemptions where we don't watch the whole show.
Because they'd go on forever.
Outside of those, if we start a show and we enjoy the show, we are going to continue watching it.
Depending on if it has a season 2 or not.
Exactly. If there's no season 2, we can't continue it. So, for example, we started JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. We are absolutely going to continue that.
Yes.
Mob Psycho is a show that we watched and has 2 more seasons, and we are definitely going to watch both of them. Pretty much any series, if it has a limited length, we will finish it. Kaguya-sama has a few more seasons. We'll watch that. Bofuri has at least 1 more season.
Oh, yeah.
We are definitely watching that one. And as Younger Bros written down, Satan Academy, if it ever has a 2nd season, and it damn well should, we will watch that.
Please.
So, if it has a 2nd season, and it is not one of a few exemptions, we are going to continue watching it. You don't need to post, are you ever going to watch this 2nd season? The answer is almost certainly yes. Unless we say in the end review that we did not like the show and are not watching any more of it, we will watch it.
Yeah, it would have to be like dog shit review. Yeah. Unwatchable.
Now, there is one other thing about our anime that I haven't discussed in a lot of detail. So, we have a list of 50 shows that we have in priority. After every 5 shows, though, we do go back and redo the list again. Because there's shows that we want to watch more than other shows.
Yeah.
There's shows that we need to space out better, so we need to mix in new shows to space them out. And our priorities just change. There might be a show that we wanted to watch really badly, and now, 6 months later, we want to watch a different show really badly. We try to keep things as fresh and up-to-date as possible.
Yep, so anime is just handled completely different.
It is,
than
and if we could handle games this way, we probably would, but we can't. It's too difficult.
No.
We don't want to. Nope. I don't really want to handle anime.
Our simplistic gaming categorization, and it shouldn't change.
Yeah, but for anime, it's weird. We do so much to make anime as spaced out as possible, and I always feel like we're not spacing it out nearly enough. So, that's all the stuff that we're continuing for this year that are anime and game related.
Yeah, that we are downright confirming because we don't know if we confirmed half of the stuff or not, so we might as well include that on the year catalogs now.
Yeah, we can't confirm that any of you guys have watched a certain series and therefore know we are or are not doing something. That's why we have this video. It's here
it's so
to let you know.
Alright, and yearly channel fixes.
Yeah, so basically, guys, unlike last year, where we had to do a shit ton of work, this year is relatively modest because we're only working on the videos from this year.
From last year.
Exactly. So, any of the series, we have approximately 50 different series that we did last year, from anime and games and mobile and Let's Plays and bite-size and streams, and we've got plenty of shit in here. So, we'll go over all of it, we'll check the thumbnails, we'll check the descriptions, we'll check everything.
And we'll fix it up.
We're not going back to older seasons, or we're not supposed to, but Younger Bro keeps doing it anyways. In general, we do fixes for the last year's worth of videos, and we never touch the older ones again.
That's why I'm not including the older ones on this list, because I changed the end credits of all of them.
Yeah, in theory, we'll never touch them again, but you know us. We hate ourselves. We are not capable of leaving things alone.
Yeah, I don't want to go back through all the descriptions again.
Yeah, descriptions will almost certainly ever change. We might change the thumbnails for all the series if we get a custom style thumbnail at some point, guys. But rest assured, we are pretty much done with all the old series and making edits to them. They have been made once, and now they've been made twice. They're not being made again.
Yep. All right, guys. Here's the part of the video maybe some of you were waiting for.
No one was waiting for it.
Was our big announcement for this year?
Yeah, because would you be surprised that this has been somehow 5 years of this channel?
This is our 5-year anniversary, if we haven't said.
Yeah, I don't know how we waited this long into the video to say that, but we have.
Yep, so celebrating 5 years, both me and Older Bro have come up with something we want to do for our own series. So, I will be playing Spider-Man Remastered and Spider-Man Miles Morales back to back. Now, normally, if I wasn't dealing with my stream import, I would do it as soon as this video gets uploaded and the next stream would be interrupted by this. However, due to Budokai Tenkaichi 4 coming out and due to several other scheduling issues, I am forced to postpone Spider-Man Remastered and Miles Morales for a little while. But I can assure you we will get to it this year.
I don't believe it until it happens. Now, the series that I'm doing is going to probably be surprising to a lot of people. And this one will happen immediately after this video or immediately after the next series. It depends on how long Fire Emblem takes. Because right now, guys, we are still streaming Fire Emblem, and I have no idea when it's going to end.
All we know is it has to be soon.
If it is done by that Sunday, then I will absolutely wait a week and just give Younger Bro a week of streams. If it is more than a week, then we are moving on to the next game, and then this will happen after that next game, because I really do not want to have more than a week of one single game, because I literally just said we're not doing that. But the game that I'm bringing back is Hollow Knight, which is now the only game on this channel that does not include Younger Bro in it that I have streamed.
Except Mario Maker 2.
Well, yeah, that's because that game literally doesn't exist on the channel anymore. Yeah, guys, year 1 and 2 for the channel was very strange when it came to our streaming. Not just because we obviously did solo streams, which is not a thing we do anymore, but more specifically because we constantly had recording issues. And also, I didn't finish any of the games that I streamed, except for Hollow Knight.
Hollow Knight was one of the rare ones.
Yeah, Hollow Knight was the first one I finished. Technically, Mario Maker had no end, so I could have just stopped whenever the hell I wanted, but I feel like having 5 videos or less of it was probably not a sufficient amount to consider it a completed series, even for an infinite series. Anyways, point being, series were handled poorly, and most of them have been replayed, so that will be the series that I replay, and that will be all of the series that I've done without Younger Bro replayed, except for Mario Maker that I don't have any interest in playing again.
Alright, so with that, we even have more news. So, we have had some issues, like Older Bro was saying. I was absent in some of his series. There are a lot of series that he was absent for my series.
Yeah, and to be clear, we are not going to be able to fix all of those. For example, God forbid if we tried to do that with mobile series. Hell no. No. Let me just be clear on that. We are never fixing mobile series. No. What's up is up. Unless the game is infinitely replayable, those games are done. We're not playing them again.
We have also had issues regarding PS4.
Yeah, fuck the PS4.
What I mean by that is we tried streaming with it.
Don't stream with
PS4.
PS4.
One of the worst decisions we have ever made, especially during Far Cry 4, where Older Bro was sick for a while, capture card broke, and we streamed it with the PS4.
Yeah. At this point, guys, we thoroughly have enough capture cards where we do not ever need to do that again.
The idea of recording with PS4 is thrown out. Now, recording with the PS5 is actually not that bad. I've had to do that in Evolution 2.
Yeah, but we're definitely not going to stream with any of these consoles with the console itself. No. It's, if we need to stream, we're using the capture card.
Yeah, even I have my own capture card now.
Yeah.
So this will never be an issue again.
Yeah.
So we think these problems are not fit for our channel. So I will be replaying any PS4 recorded series, and also I will be replaying series that Older Bro was absent for. So, guys, all old series that Older Bro was absent for or recorded with the PS4, including Hollow Knight, all these series that are going to be replayed will be moved to the Younger Bro channel once the replay has been uploaded.
Yeah, this started last year, guys. We decided this last year and could not talk about it, but one of the things that the Younger Bro channel is going to be doing is it's going to be, if we ever need to completely restart a series and get rid of the old one, we are going to put it there. Because we fuck up just like anybody else does. And I think it's very important that people show that they fuck up. Like, it's kind of off-putting if you are just starting out as a streamer or a Let's Play channel and you see these perfect channels that have never done anything wrong, and you're like, well, I'm not like that. I suck. Everyone sucks. So don't feel like that. I want to keep that spirit of growth and showing that, yeah, we used to suck too. Now we suck less. Or at least we're better at sucking than we were before. So, the Younger Bro channel will be used any time that we say we're going to remove a series from the channel and redo it.
Yeah, I might have some Younger Bro dedicated series on the Younger Bro channel. I haven't decided yet. I might have a direction where I want it to go, but I'm still not sure. I also use it to upload clips that we use.
Yeah, and Younger Bro already said he's going to move some of the stuff from his old personal channel to that channel.
So even more
we're
stuff.
Counting that as a delisted series from this channel. I kind of wish that we would have kept the old Mario Maker videos and the old Hamtaro videos and the old Moonlighter videos. We, as I said, are imperfect creatures that fuck up, and this was one of our fuck ups. So we are correcting that fuck up and now moving all the series there.
Hey guys, bet you didn't expect to see me here. Well, I heard these Goombas were replaying a lot of games. So, as the guy that makes trailers, I just had to jump in and do my job. Enjoy!
What do you say? How about you take me out and show me some of them skills of yours and made you so famous around these parts?
Yeah, guys, so
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Did you really think that was all? No, that's just the Let's Plays. Here's all the streams, too.
Now I'll show you the Kaioken!
Peter, it's time to get up. Let's go!
Alright, you moldy motherfucker. I can take you fuckers with my bare hands. What the fuck?
They chased us from the west, they chased us over the mountains. Maybe when your mother's finished mourning your father, I'll keep her in black on your behalf.
Execute Order 66.
Okay, that's actually it.
yeah, guys, so as soon as we replay a game, so Hollow Knight might be the first one, don't know. It all depends on when we space them out. And we are still going to space these out.
Yes.
These are going to act just like any other continuing series.
Yes.
We're going to try to space out any of these replays. So you will not be flooded with a deluge of the exact same games you've already saw immediately. This is going to take the next 5 years to get through. Don't expect it to be done anytime soon. Especially because Younger Bro has all these stream games he still has to play before he can even start replaying any of them.
Okay, guys, so I want to talk about this real quick. So, I was going to bring back Hatsune Miku, Project Diva X, and Red Dead Redemption 2 as a Season 2. That is still going to happen once they have been replayed.
Yeah.
So, when I replay both of these games, the Season 2 will be scheduled once again for each series. They are still going to happen. Alright, I think that does it for all of the updates and announcements for this year. It is much grander, I feel, than the last catalog, but it's not as work-inducing.
Yeah, would you? It's kind of weird to say that replaying 40 to 50 games is less work-inducing than editing 3,000 videos.
Much simpler.
Yeah, much simpler.
So, I don't think there's anything else that we haven't talked about.
Nope, I think we've pretty much covered everything. So, that's going to be it for this announcement video. We will see you guys next year with the next announcement video of 6 years with Two Bros Game Night,
Woohoo!
if you're still here. I don't know why you're here at all, but you're here, and we appreciate you. So, see you next year.
Goodbye.